We've had 16 celebrities battling it out to win the MasterChef crown.
There's massive pressure. This is worse than A-levels.
Only the best are left. Now the competition really begins.
I'd love to get to the final. I would almost feel I'd failed if I didn't.
I'm really happy to be here, but I want more now.
After weeks of intense challenges, these 8 celebrities are back to fight for their place in the competition.
It feels amazing to be in the final 8. But now I'm here, I really want to go for it. I want to really make my mark.
I'm thinking about food, I'm dreaming about food. That's the first thing I think about in the morning. It's the last thing I think about before I sleep. I mean, it just takes over.
They do say, okay, it's not about winning, it's about taking part. No, it's about winning.
You've made it to the final 8. That is fantastic. That's a huge achievement. You have to cook for us one dish that shows that you have the potential to go further in the competition, if not the potential to win the competition. At the end of this, not one, but 2 of you are going home. Ladies and gentlemen, 1.5 hours, your showstopper. Let's cook.
I'm loving being a part of MasterChef. I just want to make sure I keep going, keep doing a good job and stay in for as long as I can.
Michael, the waft from your bench is one of butter, sugar and vanilla.
Yes.
Which can only mean one thing, a dessert.
I think when it comes to a showstopper, whenever I've been out, it's always the desserts that make me go, wow. So I thought that was a good choice. I'm going to do a strawberry cheesecake, shortbread stack with vanilla cream. I'm going to end with something a little bit different, strawberry, basil and black pepper smoothie. I think at this stage in the competition, I need to be able to show that I can raise my game and achieve a higher level. Greg loves desserts. You know, win over Greg, you've had a touch. Because he'll win over John. He'll be like, come on, John, it's a dessert. It's got sugar in it, it's amazing.
The issue for Michael is he's got not just one thing that can go wrong, he's got 3 things that can go wrong. And he's got to convince you and I that it's a really good idea to serve a strawberry smoothie with pepper and basil.
I was taking this seriously from the first day I came in. This one plate, I think, is very important not to try and throw too many things at it. Nothing too intricate. I want to just get through. I'm cooking herb encrusted rack of lamb with red wine and ruby port jus.
How does it feel to be back here cooking?
It's fantastic, but I can just feel the pressure now after sort of meeting all these new people. I don't know what my competition is, so it's a bit scary.
Javine is promising us a classic dish, a restaurant-style dish. Every single element of that dish has got to be beautiful for the dish to succeed. Guys, half an hour's gone.
I think the competition has gone really well so far. So I'm feeling quite confident. This is a step beyond anything that I've really done before. And if it does work and I pull it off, it should secure me going through.
What are you going to cook for us?
Venison with celeriac puree, wild mushrooms served in a potato basket, and a beetroot and port jus.
We know that you sometimes get nervous.
Yeah.
How are you feeling today?
I'm calming down now because I've made it this far and I'm really surprised. So there must be something, and if I can harness that, you know, that will be what carries me through.
Well, so far I have lucked out big time. I'm nervous at any moment now that John and Greg might realise I don't have a clue what I'm doing.
Jamie, what trump card are you going to play today?
I've got some red mullet and some langoustines, which I'm going to do with a shellfish bisque and some saffron fondant potatoes and some green beans.
You have thrown into that sauce for one dish a whole lobster tail, 2 lobster claws, the shells of 2 or 4 langoustines. I mean, that is going to have to be simply stunning, isn't it?
That should be the best shellfish bisque you have ever tasted.
Jamie needs a good balancing act here, John, because his dish could be opulent and succulent, but it's rich.
You're halfway. It means you've got 45 minutes left.
John and Greg have invested time in you. They've put you through to this point. And you want to do well for them, you really do. I'm not feeling very confident today. I've got a lot to do and I haven't done it right once. Last night I was actually on the verge of breaking down and thinking of excuses not to come in.
What are you cooking for us?
I'm making a Moroccan high tea. It's basically like a normal high tea, but I'm doing a Moroccan twist to it. So I'm trying to bring my 2 great cultures together. So I'm doing saffron chicken sandwiches, stuffed sardine sandwiches, stuffed dates with almond paste, and I'm doing vanilla sablaise.
But why would you do all these little things rather than do one exquisite dish?
I just feel like it's got to be, some of my personality's got to be on that plate.
If I won this competition, it would be astonishing. I don't know if John and Greg are going to think this dish difficult enough to warrant staying in the competition. It's difficult enough for me, but it might not be enough for them.
Cheryl, pressure's on today. What are you going to cook for us?
Minced prawn agnolotti with a sautéed lobster and prawn oil with butternut squash puree. I thought I've just got to do something now that I've out of my comfort zone.
Why do you love this dish?
It's really tasty. I liked the picture of how I imagined it would look. And I thought, right, let's have a go at this. And my daughter on Sunday said, can she have this dish instead of Sunday roast? I was a bit wounded because I love my Sunday roast, but yeah.
Cheryl, still a huge amount of work to do, not a lot of time.
No.
You going to get done?
Yeah. I'll be done.
Cheryl is doing agnolotti. It sounds a beautiful, elegant dish. For me, there is one thing she has to be very, very careful of. The butternut squash could overpower every single bit of work that Cheryl is doing.
Only 20 minutes left.
The learning curve in this process has been immense. Today, I'm going for broke. A madness has descended and I'm going to attempt a shaped tuile biscuit. I've even made my own template out of an ice cream tub.
Emma, the usual big smile on your face.
Yes, happy to be back.
What are you cooking for us? Just going to put a smile on our face?
I'm going to do you a spiced pear stuffed with prunes that have been warmed in Armagnac, and I'm going to serve that with a pistachio praline cream and a orange tuile biscuit.
You are promising a lot of dainty detail here, Emma. You're really pushing yourself.
I really am. I think this is part of the process. It's about broadening your experience. And, I mean, when I first came here, I'd never poached an egg, lest we forget. And now I've just made that. That's because of you two, that is.
What has happened to Emma? John, she is cooking like a pro. Beautiful, stunning stuff, as long as she really has learned the skills to pull it off.
Only 15 minutes left now, please.
Since I finished playing, I've craved that adrenaline rush, that buzz. Being in the kitchen has given me the majority of that buzz. I know what I can produce if I do it right, get everything spot on, then it will look good, it should taste pretty good, and hopefully that'll be enough.
I'm doing pan-fried pigeon breast on a bubble and squeak rosti with a muscadet sauce and a fig tartane.
So what's the sweet corn for?
So there's a sweet corn velouté just on the other side to go with the...
Danny, you're going for sweet and savoury on the same plate. Exciting stuff if you get it right.
If I get it right. If I try everything and it works, I think it will be great. If it goes wrong, then I'll be seeing you guys on the telly.
You have got just 10 minutes to make this dish perfect. Three minutes. Come on. That's it, your time's up. Stop.
First up is Michael, who has made a trio of strawberry desserts. A shortbread biscuit stack with vanilla cream, a basil and black pepper smoothie, and a cheesecake with strawberry coulis.
Your shortbread with the cream and the strawberries is beautifully executed. Soft, crumbly shortbread, buttery, but still sweet and lovely intense with the strawberries.
Tang of basil, sweetness of the strawberry, the wine-like flavour of strawberry. Yeah, pretty nice.
Your cheesecake, the base is beautiful, your coulis is wonderful, but the underlying flavour in there is way too much vanilla essence. And that vanilla essence is now making it taste like soup.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
It could have gone better. Your cheesecake tastes like soap. I'm guessing that's not good, is it?
Rebecca served her venison on baked beetroot with a potato basket filled with celeriac and truffle oil puree and sautéed mushrooms, and a beetroot and port sauce.
I like your smooth celeriac puree, rich with that truffle oil going well with the mushrooms on top. And the crispy potato basket adds that texture. But for me, that sweet beetroot is overpowering the venison completely.
I really like your basket. Not easy to do and brilliantly well done. But I can't see anything standing up to the combination of celeriac, truffle oil and beetroot. I mean, they're big old flavours.
It wasn't a disaster. I produced something that was fairly edible and looked really good. So I've done myself justice.
Jamie's dish is pan-fried red mullet with langoustines, saffron fondant potatoes, red pepper, broad beans and sea beet with a shellfish bisque.
Good looking dish, Jamie. And very opulent. A whole lobster to make that sauce.
Only the best for you guys.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Your sauce, your mullet and your langoustine explode into your mouth and just fill you with sunshine. And I really like the greens. I love the flavours, Jamie. I think it's executed really well. I like the presentation. The sauce deserved a whole lobster in it. I'd take that home and I'd spread it on toast.
Fish is cooked really nicely. But the power and the sweetness of that sauce is incredible. Restaurant standard, Jamie, that's superb.
I'm really thrilled. That's given my confidence a real boost.
Emma's poached pear has been spiced with vanilla, cinnamon and ginger, stuffed with Armagnac-soaked prunes, and accompanied by a quenelle of vanilla cream topped with crushed pistachio praline, a praline disc, and an orange tuile.
Your presentation suggests to me that you are taking this competition really seriously. I think it's stunning.
Thank you.
Great twills, beautifully poached pear, it's as soft as you like. Nice praline, everything made very, very well.
Your pear rich with vanilla, a taint of lemon and orange, the sweetness of the orange tuile with that really lovely bitter but sweet cream and the pistachio nuts. I think it's absolutely beautiful. You've got something special, always knew you did, and today for me you proved it. Brilliant.
Thank you very much, John. It was very important to me that I do something that justifies my being here. And I think I have managed to do that today, and I'm really, really pleased.
Layla's Moroccan high tea consists of sablé biscuits, dates stuffed with almond and cinnamon, honey pancakes with fig jam and cinnamon clotted cream, and 3 kinds of open sandwich. Saffron chicken and onion on one, cucumber with an orange water, sugar and lemon dressing on the second, and spiced sardines topped with quail eggs on the third.
The stars of the show are the sweet notes. I love the honeycomb pancakes. Your vanilla sablés, beautifully made, rich with vanilla. Your dates with that filling are beautiful. But the savoury notes, they're a bit rough around the edges.
I don't like your savoury things. I find the chicken on the bread dry. I find the cucumber on the bread soggy. And egg and sardine, I just don't like.
If I'm, fortunate enough to go through to the next round, I'll know not to make the same mistakes.
Danny's made pan-fried pigeon breast with a bubble and squeak rosti and a fig tart tatin. He's serving it with 2 sauces, muscadet and grape, and a sweet corn velouté.
I like the individual presentation. I like the austerity of the dish. I like the absolute precision of the dish. The fact that those sauces of yours shine the way they do shows somebody who has practiced and is very accomplished. But for me, there are so many sweet and sticky things on that plate, I can't taste the beauty of the pigeon.
There are a little too many big flavours here for that pigeon. But, I mean, it's executed brilliantly. It was worth pushing yourself. It's not perfect, but it's very impressive.
I was pleased. Maybe tried a little bit too hard, but, you know, I wasn't prepared to risk going home from not doing enough.
Javine's parsley and thyme-crusted rack of lamb is resting on a potato and parsnip rosti with spinach, minted pea puree, baby carrots, and a red wine and port jus.
Lovely textures. The lamb is really soft. The rosti has still got a little bit of firmness to it as well. The spinach is lovely and slippery. Great touch.
You start with that very, very sweet lamb and that wonderfully flavoured cooked spinach. Then you've got mint running through the peas as well, which is quite refreshing. And then you hit huge amounts of garlic going through the breadcrumb on the lamb. All the beautiful cooking, all the work you put into that dish, everything which is really accomplished, has been completely masked by that very thick, strong sauce. I mean, it's jelly-like.
It went okay. I was trying to get that thick sort of sauce and I just failed miserably on it, so I'm a bit upset about that.
Last up is Cheryl, who has made agnolotti stuffed with minced prawn, accompanied by sautéed lobster, butternut squash puree, and a fennel and star anise prawn oil.
That's beautiful. The lobster has perfect texture. The pasta is light. Your puree is just as smooth as silk. It's just great. The strength as well in that oil. I was worried about the sweetness of the puree. Actually, it's a fine match. A fine match. You should be really proud of yourself.
I so am. I didn't expect this. Have you not eaten for a while?
Your pasta is made beautifully, the filling is lovely and smooth, the puree is wonderful, the oil is wonderful and rich. I think it's really well made, I think it's really well executed, it's showing real skill. Cheryl, good on you.
Yay! Thank you. That was unbelievable. I didn't dream that they'd react like that. I mean, I was just amazed. I can't believe that it all came off like it did.
Our job now is to make a decision because 2 of you are going to leave the competition. Thank you very much indeed. Off you go. It has to be said, our 8 celebs have really stepped up to the mark. Loads of skill on display, inventiveness, individual cookery styles. I think some of the cooking in here is truly impressive.
My standout contestant today was Cheryl Baker. The pasta with the prawn and the lobster and the prawn oil and even the butternut squash worked. It was beautiful, beautiful food.
Jamie Theakston with that red mullet and that langoustine, sensational.
And that bisque, John, the strength and the quality of that bisque was worth the admission fee on its own.
Emma, poached pear, beautifully presented, shining, exact.
Twill from Emma, I mean, wow. Yeah, she's going for it. She's proved she can do it. She's in. Danny Mills can really cook, John. The technical ability, the precision and the workload is just phenomenal.
I don't think his dish worked as a whole dish, but the skill. The guy can cook. That sauce was as shiny as a mirror. It was unbelievable. 4 in, 4 people to talk about. We're going to lose 2. All 3 ways of the strawberry that Michael did was a great-looking dish, but the little cheesecake in the middle disappointed. It looked a picture. Unfortunately, it tastes like something out of the laundry.
I will never eat cheesecake again if I go out on this.
I thought Layla was brave today and really actually tried to come up with something original. There were some delicious things on there, but those savoury things, John, were just bits on bread.
I'm not completely confident, but I hope they can see something there.
Rebecca's food today, when you ate the whole dish, all you got was truffle oil, celeriac and beetroot. Couldn't taste the venison.
For me to produce something that warrants me going through into the next stages would be a massive achievement.
Javine can cook, undoubtedly, because she cooked the lamb really well. But her port and wine sauce was reduced almost down to glue, and the strength in it overpowered everything else on the plate.
I'd be really upset if I was to go today. I believe if I just kind of fine-tune a couple of things, I can do really well.
So who stays? Who's got the skill?
Who do I really believe in? Who do I think could actually challenge for the title?
I think I know who should go.
I've got to thank you for the hard work and pushing yourselves. There's no one here in front of me who's not up for it and who hasn't worked really hard.
But we have made a decision. The two celebrities leaving us are... Layla and Rebecca. Thank you, ladies.
I'm upset that I have to leave because I was really enjoying it and I did feel like there was lots to learn. It would have been nice to go further, but everyone's meal was fantastic. So I'm not surprised, I was kind of half expecting it.
I think I've kind of achieved everything that I could have hoped to have done.
Woo!
Oh, I'm so happy.
I feel amazing because I honestly thought I might be going. I've really got a chance now to push myself even further.
I'm in the final 6. I absolutely can't believe it.
I'm relieved. Now, I would love to get to the final.
Oh, it's amazing. I can't wait to tell my mum. She'll be made up.
Next time, in their quest to become celebrity MasterChef, these 6 face a challenge that has them all at sea.
If I drop this, I'm literally going to punch myself in the face.
There's loads to do. I don't even know if we can do it.
Speed it up or we're going to fail.
It's getting warm in here.
Oven.
I'm in a bit of a rush.
You're just going to know what you're doing, which I don't really.
It's the calm before the storm, this.
That is not good.